my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, 5. Come on, D. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
From the 17, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Let's go. 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Let's get up.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Looking to throw on second down. Roberts. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Roberts operating from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
On third down, Godfrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big run there by Gurley, and even 70 yards on the pickup. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll run here with Henderson, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they come up now second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
We're good, we're good.
Hey, Alpha! 58, Mike. Man.
Goff now looking to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the shift, watch the shift. Watch safety green, watch safety green. Safety screaming.
Throwing on 1st down. Roberts. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check back. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 13. Check Ogo. Switch. Screen. Check. Crunch.
Looking to throw. Roberts. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Roberts looking deep for Adams. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, Delta. 58's the mic. Drop deep. 58's the mic. 58.
Here's Gall. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Roberts off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here we go. Here we go. In your face.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And we'll remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return is Pettis. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Now Roberts to throw on second down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give coming right is Breida. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
This is Breida. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Godfrey. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 38.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw is Roberts. From the gun, he'll throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Gurley again here on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hold on.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go. Go, Brown.
Out of the gun. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. And the pressure gets to him again. D Ford. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play. And they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Under 10. Go. Kill.
Roberts now looking to throw on 2nd down. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On first down, Godfrey, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Tiger.
Now gone. That's taken in by Henderson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Five.
58's the mic.
From the gun, here's Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Check, kill.
Fresno.
Go, 12, go.
24. Check three.
Second and 10, Goff again. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Third and long, it's Goff. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Joker. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Roberts operating from the gun. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
12.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Goff. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
46-yard line.
Goff now to throw. And that'll be caught by Cup. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop it? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Give him 30 yards there.
Down San Francisco.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 20! And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Back to throw. Gone. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
12.
Come up the ball. Check 37.
Here we go on 4th. Gone. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D4. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. Godfrey. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
San Francisco.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They run it with Breida. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
60.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Louis.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final.